Hi, I finished the third of the 8 arcs that come out on the 13th of February in 3 days' time. So I'm never going to get the other 5 read. I'll give up. Well, I won't give up. I will read them, but they'll just be read after publication date. Yeah, I'll still read them because it's what I do. But they just won't be. I'm not reading them before publication date, which is what I always like to do. But never mind. I'm rambling. What have I read? I've read The Café with No Name by Robert Seethaler, which is an international bestseller, translated from the German and now being published in the UK. And it is such a gentle read. And it's one of these books where nothing really happens, but it doesn't matter. It's set in Vienna in the 1960s, and we follow Robert Simon. He's a gentle, unassuming man. He lives a simple life. He lodges with a war widow, and he works as a sort of handyman in the local market, sort of fixing things and cleaning things. And then he decides to open a cafe, and he employs Miller to help him. She used to work in the factories, in the local factory. He's got no real business plan. He just thinks it'd be a nice idea. He hasn't even got a name for the cafe. All through the book, there is no name. The cafe has no name. But the locals visit. They become regulars. And over the course of the book, over the course of the years, because this spans around 10 years, I think, we get to know these characters. We get glimpses into their lives. And through the little snapshots that we are given, we see kindnesses. We see love. We see this small community as the city recovers from the war. It's a cafe, but it's not it's not the sort of cafe culture that if you go to Vienna now and you go to these sort of central cafes and whatever, which we did when we visited several years ago. You've got these huge cafes with all the big cakes and things. It's not that type of cafe. It's in a poor quarter. And he's not got cakes, he's got bread and dripping. Yeah, that's what he serves, bread dripping and gherkins. So it's a very different cafe to the cafe culture that's in the actual centre. But there's a charm to it, and these regulars love it. And you see this small community as the city is recovering from the war. There's such a charm about it. Within the book, you've got these chapters, the odd chapters, where there's a couple of women that sit there. Every day they sit there. And you sort of drop and you listen to these 2 women chattering. And it's just a chapter of these 2 women chit-chatting, jumping from one thing to another, from one topic to another. As we all do when we're with friends, we sort of talk 10 to the dozen. And, we jump from here, there and everywhere. And that's exactly what these 2 women do. And that's a charming interlude between everything else. It's gorgeous. We even have the reference to the Reichsbrücke, the bridge that collapsed in the 1970s. That is even referenced in this book, in this story. Throughout it, there is a sense of an uncertain future. We are in a sort of poorer quarter of Vienna. And there's a melancholy through there as well. And the ending is quite melancholic. But on the whole, it is such a little gem of a book. It reminds me of one I read a couple of years ago, I think, Marzahn Mon Amour, which is also a German one, I think. It referenced East Germany, I think it was. But I can't remember exactly. But what I do remember about it is that Again, it is full of little vignettes about ordinary people with ordinary lives, and this reminded me of that one. I think that was set in a beauty salon or a hairdresser's or something. Anyway, I've gone off tangent. This one, Robert, Simon and Miller, you follow them, you follow this cafe, and you get glimpses of all their customers, and it is a gentle, tender little read. So it comes out in 3 days' time. The Café with No Name. So happy reading. Take care.